everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Bengals going up against the Steelers. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
Well, and with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. On the return, it's Brandon Tate. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way to the 5-yard line. And now we see Andy Dalton bring Cincinnati out there. And Cincinnati, gosh, first time under Andy Dalton, they haven't been in the playoffs. His first 5 years, they made it. This year, 6-9-1. He threw for 4,200 yards, second best total of his career. But, again, that's a quarterback who would trade those numbers to be back in the playoffs.
Yeah, hollow numbers for Andy Dalton. And let's face it, it started last offseason. Lost Marvin Jones, Mohamed Sanu. Tyler Eifert got hurt in the Pro Bowl last year, missed the beginning of the season. Then A.J. Green got hurt late in the season. So all of his weapons gone from him, and it made it tough for him to generate the offense he wanted to in Cincinnati, hoping to have a bounce-back year in 2017.
They'll run again with Bernard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. And here are the starters. Charles, what are your thoughts on Jeremy Hill?
He provides a thump in this offense. A great runner who goes inside and establishes a tone for his team.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
And some space here. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And defensively, the starting 11 for Pittsburgh and this crew, they made the defenses of yore in the Steel City very proud in the divisional round of the playoffs, did they not?
Ever since they reinserted James Harrison back into the lineup as a starter, they are undefeated in 2016. And he's 38 years old, but I don't think anyone takes care of his body any better than James Harrison and then produces on the field. And on the opposite side, how about the youngster Bud Dupree, another outside linebacker, has really come along, and they do look like the Pittsburgh defenses of old.
So a couple failed attempts here for the ground game, assuming you pass here on third.
Doesn't look like you're getting anywhere running the ball at all, so I would agree with you on that one. You've got to think about going to the air to try and pick up the yardage you need.
Anything in particular you look for on 3rd and long?
I don't think you go play action here. Just go back in the pocket, get out of your hands pretty quickly, and let your receivers do the work.
This one grabbed by A.J. Green. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Partner, I was working the Buffalo game when A.J. Green got hurt on, I believe, the second snap, and never came back. A hamstring injury, couldn't finish the season, fell just short of 1,000 yards, which is something he does each and every year.
And that broke his streak of 5 straight 1,000-yard seasons. So you're right, he does do it every year. That was Week 11 against Buffalo, wasn't it?
Week 11, unable to make it back, but still voted to the Pro Bowl.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. 2nd down following the incompletion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Really?
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll give a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've hit the end of quarter one. 7-0 is our score. More from the Steel City coming up after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Will Monday now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
The Steelers defense getting ready here for this next possession. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3-and-out. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Again, here's Bernard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd down from the gun. Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he's... down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And Nugent puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should under on the board. Can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact.
And look at this, another fake, and he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete, a huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 380. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He drops it off for Bernard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Cincinnati first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. First and 10 for Dalton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he has got it. from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll throw now on the final play. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we're at halftime. So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the third quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll look to throw again. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Michael Johnson in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Will Munday now in punt formation. But as we've seen, that's no guarantee. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Dalton gives to Bernard. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Passing. It's Dalton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that brings up 4th down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This a 33-yard attempt. And Nugent puts it through, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So all 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
And all these field goals are great, but it's touchdowns that win games for you in the NFL. So you just wonder if settling for 3 on some of these drives is going to come back to haunt them.
The Bengals defense getting ready to go again. A crew that got the stop last time led to 3 points. Well, that was good, but they're probably thinking, hey, we'll get you the stop again offense. You get us a touchdown here.
Just add to the points total, right? But the defense has to have a ton of confidence. Someone goes for it against you on their own side of the 50. No. Stuff them, turn over the offense, and you're right. They'll take 3 on the first time. If they do it again, though, they expect a touchdown.
Yeah, well, first they've got to do it. Let's see if they can. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A nice gain of 21 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point now by Boswell. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So the offense has... A first down throw coming for Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. 380. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense.
380.
Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Brandon Tate was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic where the big guys are coming from inside out, whether it's defensive ends or linebackers. And a lot of the time, instead of securing the pass, your eyes might stray towards the middle and wonder where the big hit's going to come from.
3rd down from the gun, Dalton. And that's incomplete. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense. Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often. Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now let's go!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They go play action here on first down. Oh, incomplete. Up there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. They come out here in the eye. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Here we go now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Their big tight end. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
No, I would tell my offense right here. The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Dalton wants to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He's dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Dalton now to pass. And that will be incomplete as well. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Big fourth down here. It's Dalton. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about...
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Now let's go.
Looking to throw. A strong running. And they'll bring him down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
He'll try again with the arm here and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And he's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Now the Bengals defense readies as they head onto the field.
And now Big Mo's wearing a shirt of their color. They're hoping to continue that momentum in their direction, but maybe another pick.
Who's Big Mo? He's momentum, right?
Momentum. And right now, he's hugging them.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They go back to the air here after the INT. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And his over with a football at the 35-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And now the spike comes with 28 seconds left on the clock. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're going deep in the playbook.
And how many times?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.